the guns that once explode into space.
Everybody, my next guest. Settle down. Man, Dobbs mania sweeps the country. My next guest is the anchor and managing editor of CNN's Lou Dobbs Tonight. He's also a best-selling author whose latest book is Independence Day. Let's hope he makes it out here. Please welcome Lou Dobbs. It just cracks me up. Very good. I don't think you made one bad turn while you were in there.
Well, for a TV newsman, I think I did all right.
Yeah, you beat Brokaw's time. I'm just here to tell you.
Cable broadcast, that's the way it works.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
So much to talk about, Lou. So much to talk about. We'll get to the book in a minute, but I want to discuss with you a couple of things that I've noticed about you. One is that you seem to delight. This is interesting because you are in the media,
right?
Prominent figure in the media. You seem to love it when the media is wrong, when the media pundits are completely wrong. You were ecstatic that in New Hampshire, everyone said Obama's going to win, Hillary Clinton doesn't have a chance. Opposite results come in. You seemed elated on the air. What is it about the media being wrong that you seem to love?
Because the media is so often wrong, and to see it clearly demonstrated with great specificity, as it was in the instance of the polls and all of the analysis. That gives me joy.
Right.
There is so much about our society today that's orthodox, that is conventional, and so bloody wrong because we've become a society that doesn't believe in empiricism, really wants to ignore evidence,
right,
and the consequences of actions.
Right. Well, you also, and your belief also is that the media is shallow. That they're not interested in penetrating deep into an issue, that it's all about quick hits about things that will entertain us for a second. Is that right?
Absolutely. And you mentioned the New Hampshire primary. In the course of 5 days, we went from Iowa, where we had basically carried out a coronation for Senator Obama,
right,
to the comeback kid story for Hillary Clinton in New Hampshire. McCain has now been resurrected from the dead because of Michigan, and we're 3 primaries into this, less than half of 1% of the country having had the opportunity to vote in their respective primaries. It's ridiculous.
What used to be the rise and fall story was spread out over an entire campaign. Now it seems to be spread out over 24-hour cycles.
Absolutely.
Someone's up, and then it's over for them. They'll never be back, and then up again, and it gets absurd.
And everyone was writing Romney off, of course, and the reality is that there's a penchant within the national media, the mainstream media, to say we want to know who the candidates will be for each party by, say, the end of January. Let's not wait till February 5th, Super Tuesday. I mean, it's crazy.
So you wish that there were more substantive, clear-headed, logical shows like your show, my show, shows that...
well, certainly your show.
Probe the issues deeply. Well, have you ever thought about doing a completely silly, shallow show, one episode, where you ride in on a zip line, you go through a maze, as you just did, you only interview pop stars and celebrities, and then at the end of the show, you jump into a vat of whipped cream? Is that the kind of... there must be some part of you that wants to bust out of this.
I don't know that I've ever really been quite able to set myself that free, Conan. But I have wanted to do...
That's shocking to me, Lou. Shocking.
I have wanted to do, say, an entire show on Britney Spears' mother for an hour.
Right.
And just deal with every show business sort of travesty story there is.
Right.
But so far, we've managed to resist.
Okay. You show a lot of self-control. Your big issue is the immigration issue. You talk about, well, it's really become a huge issue for you, and you've become sort of the face of this debate.
Right.
And I was curious, first of all, and it's a very complicated issue. This is a shallow show. I don't know that we can get into it in a short amount of time. But there was one facet of the argument that I thought was interesting. You are against days like St. Patrick's Day. You are worried that they're damaging the country. Days where certain nationalities or ethnicities are celebrated, Columbus Day in America. You think that's a bad idea for this country?
I think it's a silly idea, and you know.
Why?
The reality is that this is a country that, in 2008, in my opinion, we should be celebrating our similarities, our commonalities, rather than lurching along with this idea. You know, Pink was saying, you know, the idea of horse-drawn carriages in Manhattan. It may be rationalized as traditional,
right?
But it's the idea that because it's traditional to have these days doesn't necessarily make it a good idea. I think we should be celebrating Independence Day. I think we should be celebrating Thanksgiving, a host of other holidays that we share, religious holidays as well. But the idea of going back, I'm an all-American mongrel. I have no idea who in the heck or where in the heck my grandparents and their grandparents came from. I don't even care. I don't care about where yours are.
How dare you?
I really don't.
How dare you come on my show and not care about me? This whole show is about me, and will continue to be all about me. So let's talk about my ethnicity. I am 100% Irish.
Congratulations.
I am so Irish. Look what happened. I love that your argument for let's get rid of St. Patrick's Day turned into me saying I'm Irish and the crowd going, yeah!
I have the feeling I'm losing that argument.
We are a great people.
We are a great people.
I have to ask you about this. You're being pushed by some to run for president.
Right.
And McCain, Senator McCain, was asked on Sunday by the press, if he would consider you, Lou Dobbs, as a running mate. How does that make you feel?
Well, Senator McCain didn't take quite as long to deliberate over his answer to that question as I thought he really should have.
Right. You wish that he had at least pretended.
Yeah.
Oh, Dobbs, maybe.
What's interesting, he sort of dismissed the idea, rather, I thought, overly casually, but then went on to explain what a vice president does. So right now I'm torn about the sincerity of his answer, so we'll just have to wait and see how it works out.
Right, well, I hope that does work out for you.
Well, thank you.
Independence Day is in stores now, and things seem to be going very well for you. I hope you come back.
I'd be delighted.
Because there's a lot to talk about. Lou Dobbs Tonight airs weeknights at 7 on CNN. Lou Dobbs, thanks so much for being here.
Great to be with you.
Sport. Yeah.
Thank you.
Betty Levette coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around. Man, cool bongo solo, La Bamba. That was great. I'd love to see the sheet music for that. Bang, don't bang. I got my... Oh, I love him. He's my little rat. I love it when he comes out for kisses. This show will never air. I'll see to that. You've all wasted your time. Fine show tonight, fine show coming up tomorrow night from the Broadway show A Bronx Tale. Academy Award-nominated actor Chaz Palminteri, very cool, is going to be here. From CNBC, Aaron Burnett and musical guest Louis XIV. Watch that show. Betty Levette when we come back. Stick around. Guest is here with a song from her Grammy-nominated album, The Scene of the Crime. And on February 8th, she'll be appearing at Jazz at Lincoln Center, right here in Manhattan. Please welcome Betty Levette. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Betty Levette, everybody. That's terrific. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right, everybody. That's our show. I do want to thank all our guests. Betty Levette, that was great. Thank you so much. You were terrific. I want to thank Pink for being here. I want to thank Lou Dobbs, Max Weinberg, and the Max Weinberg 7. Take people out, Paul Ricard, and everybody back.